Hey everyone, welcome back to the brand new series. New day, new shit, because this is the fucking new day, and guess what? New shit. So, anyway, in this series, I'm gonna try to teach you something new every day. And in this video, we are covering Canvas. Now, Canvas is a gift from God. Like, can it perform miracles? Yes, it can. Can it makes your father likes you? I'm not sure. I don't think it can. But can it draw graphics on screen? Yes, it can. Can it move pictures on the screen? Yes, it can. And guess what moving pictures are? Games. So you can now make games, you fucking moron. I'm sorry, I'm just being mean because I'm sick, like mentally and health by health. You can actually hear it in my. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna fuck with that shit. So we have a canvas with an ID can and uh, a script, let's say behavior, because we have a behavior JavaScript file. You can obviously write a script tag, don't give it the src and write your code inside the script tag if you are ape, if you're an ape, seriously. So you know, don't do that. Also, we need to take references in our JavaScript file. So where can is going to be the variable that store the reference for the canvas. So document dot get element by ID. Inside the ID, we need to say we need to type the ID we gave to our canvas, like can, and that's it. We have a reference. Like okay, now we have canvas reference. We can obviously print it, and it will say a canvas element, HTML canvas element, and I'm not going to show you that. Also, we need another variable non-context that stores the context of the canvas. Can dot get get context. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely sorry. I'm sick, and that's why you have to hear these noises. That I don't want to, you know, I don't want people to hear that. Context with a capital C, and don't try to be over smart, just type 2D because there is nothing like 3D context in this canvas, so just don't. And now we can draw stuff on this canvas. How are we going to do that? So first we need to say the canvas, that is ctx. It is a context dot begin point, not a b g I n begin. I forgot the spelling, and I'm pretty sure I'm fucked up with this spelling too. So begin path is a function that actually start drawing stuff on the canvas. Not actually drawing stuff, just drawing lines. Whenever you want to draw lines, you need to say begin path. Also, you need to say ctx dot move to. Now, move to function is like a starting point where you want to start your line. Like we want our line to start from 0 from the x-axis and 10 from the y-axis. What I'm actually doing, I'll just gonna show you. And also we need ctx dot line 2. Now line 2 is from where you move to is where you want to start your line, and line 2 where you want to end your line. So we want to end our line at the end of our canvas, but because we don't know where our canvas ends, like mathematical value, what we're going to do is on the x-axis, I'm sorry, it was not funny, 200, and at the y-axis we want 10. So it's going to be a straight line, not a gay line. Okay, this is outdated joke, so I need to stop. And ctx dot stroke. So now if we save it, we have a straight line. It's not a gay line. Stop doing that. Okay, but because it's blurry shit, like it's like Japanese line. Did you get the reference? I don't know. So we want to make our line more clear. How are we going to do that? So this is something that you have to face on your daily projects. If you are working with Canvas, we need to resize our canvas in JS file. How are we going to do that? So similar to how we get context, can dot width, can dot width, can dot width equals to um, can dot scroll width, and can dot height equals to can dot can dot scroll height. So if we save this file, we can see that the canvas is resized, and now we have a very uh, weird looking line. But now we have the variables that can represent the width and height. So if I change the move to is actually decent. We don't need to change that. But if I say ctx dot line to, at the end we don't want our line to end in the middle. We want our line to in the end. So in the x-axis, what we're gonna do is change 200 to can dot width. And if we save it, we have a line. Now, what we're going to do is we need to make more lines and try to make a grid that can represent our game development environment. Okay, so let's do it. So I'm going to use for loop. You can always use while loop, but I just prefer for loops. I just love for loops. Where I equals to 0 is it's an index variable. If you don't know, I is greater than I is less than I is greater than equals to I is greater than I is less than equals to can can dot width, because we are actually, you know what, we are actually doing height first. Can dot height I plus equals to, let's say, 10. Okay, just 10. No, not fucking with too much. Let's finish the what we start. Sorry. So now we have this thing, and we need to make few changes. So we want our line to start from 0 to 10, which is good, but we also want it to get the references of our, I variable. So uh, in y-axis, we want it to draw it on the I, which is the starting point. If we save it, it fucking control save. Oh yeah, we have an error. I forget. I don't need to write it here. So we have this. You can actually increase the gap if you are just can change it. Like let's say 15. Control save, and it's fucking work. So it's just looking like Unity, isn't it? Let's be honest again. Don't be honest with me. I like people who lie to me. Control C, and now we can just paste it here, and also do that for our, horizontal, vertical, horizontal lines, both type of lines. I forget what kind of lines is what kind of lines. So like we did for the height, we now do for the width. Now for the width, you don't just have to change few stuff. We want it to start on the I, and in y-axis we want it to in y-axis we don't want it to change, so we can just say 0. Also we need to change it in um to line 2. We need to say 0 on the x-axis. I'm pretty sure we are doing it right. And can dot um height to the x-axis. Control save. Oh, fucked up. It's all fucked up. It shouldn't be like that. So what's the problem here? What should be the problem? It's the problem with yeah, it's the problem with this. We need to change it to I. We don't need to change it to I guess. Let's just save it. Yeah. So we have. So now we have a grid that represent each function. Now we can actually change it. You don't need to say stuff like that. You can just say 10 and 10. Control save, and this is basically our game development area. Now each intersection you see is a point where you can draw, like we can draw anywhere in this function, even in float values, but this is the best representation I can give you. Now you can draw stuff on it. It's like you can draw stuff before, but it will explain what kind of shit we are doing. So we are playing with the positions here. Naughty Horake. Anyway, I just think you don't understand anything, and I'm just gonna move on with the life because I don't care. I seriously don't care. You can make games with Canvas. If you don't understand anything in this video, I'm sorry to waste your time. You can just always watch another video on YouTube. In next video, I'm gonna draw stuff on this thing and probably trying to make something more useful out of it. I'm just so sorry for this stupid video. I love you guys. I just want to say that. Don't insult me in the comment section. I swear to God, I'm a very lovely human. I'm not. I mean, I'm lovely. I'm just good looking guy. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.